Hello, 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 hello. I hope everybody is having a fantastic morning. How are you all doing? Alright, big stretch. Oh, okay, so what are we getting up to today? Today, it's just gonna be more work on the arena. More work on the arena. Let me see here. Okay, we're gonna finish up the wall of the thing. And then after that, not too sure. We're gonna finish up the outside, probably start working on the inside a little bit, I guess, once we're finished with that. But we will see. Okay. Here. Alright, yeah, I went ahead last time and, like, finished this little rim around the outside so I can do the finish the battlements. I mean, this is really the last, like, part I have on the outside of it. Other than making some design for the front. Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be a more relaxed stream today. I wanted to play on my world, and I wanted to do a stream, but I also am low energy. Spent most of the day just like relaxing in bed. I say most of the day, like most of the day so far. Okay. Yeah, last time we had gotten the basic idea of the battlements figured out. We got how we wanted it to look on the outside. So now it's just bringing that all the way around, making it all look right. And then, yeah, this back part doesn't need that. Okay. This one can be on the outside part too. Eh. Once I get done with the arena, I need to like start doing the parkour stuff again. Right now this has been my big focus just cuz like I've been making really good progress. So I want to have that done and finished. This is one of the bigger projects I have ever done on my world, so I'd like to be done with it. I'd like to have it knocked out. Not because I like don't like working on it, more so just I want the satisfaction. Want the satisfaction of having it finished. Okay. Plus that means I'll be able to start working on the village again too. Although I probably need to continue the vaults. That's going to be the next big project I need to work on. So I'll need to figure out how I want to mine out all that area. So yeah, these three will be facing towards the back. Good. No, wrong. Bad. Oh yeah, I can... I forgot about this. I forgot that LEGO made me this. Oh, LEGO did a thing that would let me do the mouse buttons too. I need to apply that. I completely forgot about it. Hold up. Negative 170, that would reset the understack. So I gotta go get to negative 256. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I completely forgot LEGO did that. Okay. It's good. What is that over? Oh, it's the star of the tree. For some reason, I thought, like, the star was a creeper. I'm tired. I'm tired. Don't expect a riveting commentary today. It's been a long week, and I'm a little bit burnt out in general, but we vibe, we vibe. Yeah, yesterday was one of those days. Nothing really happened, but I was tired. I was just out of it. Doing better today. Got a good sleep. Slept in. We're doing good. Okay, I know this one's gonna be facing the side, but I need to figure out... Oh, that one's already facing its direction. Okay, that's good. Good. It's gonna start becoming nighttime. Can't be helped. Okay. Good. And then over here. I need to, like, do something with that little mine entrance at some point. That point's not right now, but at some point. Okay. That should be good. I want the nighttime to fully transition so I can see exactly how it's looking from the front, but... it should be good. Thank you, lag. There we go. Okay, that's what I normally have it as. Yeah, my GPU does not like having OBS and a game open at the same time. I'm now realizing this entire time I have not been showing the game and I had the audio muted. That's where I'm at right now. Good morning, guys. Good morning. That was an accident. Oops. I don't know how I didn't notice that. That's a bunch of guys. Look at all them guys. Can tear down this glass pillar now that everything's built all the way out. Gotta get the guys. Fight the guys in the middle of the arena. For that's what it is for. Beating up the guys. Bonk. Okay. Oh, one thing I need to do is... I guess it's not going to be done until I, like, finish the transition between the cobblestone and the mossy cobble. That's something I need to work on. Okay. Yeah, let's see how this looks like from the front. It's kind of hard to, like, see it very well due to it being night, but that's what we've got. The battlement part of the arena is done. So that just leaves doing the transition between mossy and regular cobble, and then doing the whatever we put on the front, which I'm not too sure what that'll be. Okay. What I'm currently thinking is I'll, like, pull up a random number generator or something. Just generate a whole bunch of numbers, like, from 1 to 5. Or how tall is this? We'll do from, like, 4... maybe from 3 to 7. So, like, have the minimum amount of blocks taken up on there be 3. Okay. So let's go ahead. Random number generator. Lower limit 3, upper limit 7. Generate, like, I don't know. Start with 10 numbers for now. Allow duplication. Don't sort. Integer. Okay. And then we'll just come right up to the top. Or not to the top, to the middle. I also need to figure out how I want to do the lighting. Oh, and I need to, like, extend... Well, no, I don't think I need to do that for the battlements. Yeah, the battlements are fine. That... yeah. Okay. Or did I already do it for them? I cannot tell. Genuinely no clue. It'll be easier to see, like, what needs done once it becomes night, or once it becomes day. While it's night, it's kind of hard to get a good look at anything, really. Okay. And we'll put, like, a torch on each end of, like, the obsidian. And so that way we can actually get a decent look at the top. do it like that. Come around this way. Because I want to be able to see the arena even during the night. Okay, you're fine. No, you're not fine. You're coming back this way. Pick one. Either come towards me and threaten me with your little dinky little bow, or leave me a be. Leave me be. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You will not be remembered. Okay. Hop around here. It's fine. That's fine. Wrong block. Okay. We're gonna have piles of cobblestone in our inventory after this. Just a metric ton of it. Walk away from the music, it's what we do. Oh, who ping? Who goes there? What? There's a brick now? Fluff has sent me the horse of the day. The daily horse. But now it has a brick. What does this mean? I do not know. It means the horses... Actually, no. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. It's none of my business what the horse is. The horse can do as it pleases, personally. That's where my head's at, you know. Who am I to judge the horse? A fool. That's what. Only a fool judges the horse. Okay, so now we can start with this. 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 7, 4. Only Alex judges the horse. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm now realizing I can only mine up to 6 blocks. So we're gonna change this to 2 to 6. Instead of 2 to 7. And we'll lower each of these down 1. So I guess that one stays how it is. Okay. So then that would be 3, 5, 2. Three, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. And now, here, let's just go through the entire front face of this. so that I can get like a good look at how this is gonna be. So generate again. So 2, 3, 2, 6. 2, 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 4, 5. 3, 5. Okay. More. 4, 3, 6. There's a lot of 6s in this one. It's not gonna look random enough. What are some of these, like, generations? I'll regenerate them if they're, like, repeating too much. Or if they're repeating. Wait, I can do allow duplication and results false, and then... then set it to 5. Okay. Well, no. No, I don't want to do that. I just don't want two numbers coming after each other in a row. It's fine. Does it matter? Does it really matter that much? It doesn't. Okay, 6. Sorry, I'm being a goober. 6, 5, 4, 6. 5, 4, 6, 4, 3. Okay, good. No! Well, there goes a stack of cobblestone. That's fine. And then they can start, like, filling these gaps in. I already had repeats allowed. What am I on about? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Let's see what this looks like from the front once I fill this wall in. Or once I fall down. Okay, yeah, that's gonna add just a lot of nice detail to it. That already makes it look quite a bit nicer. Not that the front's gonna be, like, visible because we're gonna build over it, but that's fine. It's a nice start. Nice start. I mean, I guess the edges of it will be. This is kind of detailing that's, like, only gonna be visible when you're not in front of the arena. Which is where you're going to be most of the time. The front, I mean. You're either gonna be in front of it or inside of it. Being just kind of around the edges is not something that would occur too much. Okay, 5, 2, 3, 2, 4. Five, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. 2, 4, 3, 5. So I'm just gonna like go around the entire thing before doing more. 6 4 2 2 2 2. 6 4 2 2. We'll do 3 here just to make it a bit different too. 6 4 5 4. 6 4 5 4. And then here, I can also like get rid of these little scaffolding beds, like as I'm going. So that way I'll only have to clean up around the front. Okay, that's better. Okay. 2 5 2 5 3. 2 5 2 5 3. Oh, I'm also gonna have to do the insides of those towers. That's fine. 2 6 3 3 3. 3 4 5 6 3. We'll do 4 here to change it up. 3 4 3. 5 3 5 2. 5 3 5 2. 6 5 4 3. 5 4 3 6 6. You can get rid of this one. It's better. Okay. 5 3 4 4 6. Here, that doesn't need to go up there. 5 3 4 4 6 4 2 4 4 5. 4 4 5 6 2 3 2. Ow! I fell. My knees are gone. No more. My knees are no more. It's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Okay, where was I? 2. Okay, 6, 2, 3, 2. Alexa, play Despacito. Four, 4, 5, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 4. 3. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. 2, 6, 2, 3, 2. 2. 2, 6, 2, 3, 2? Yeah. 2, 3, 2. Okay. Here, why is my headphone cable stuck down here? Because it's underneath the leg of my desk. That's why. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. 5, 2, 4, 3, 4. 5, 2. 4, 3, 4. 5, 3, 5, 5, 6. 'Kay. Inventory is a little bit full of cobblestone. That's fine. Three, 3, 2, 5, 3. 5, 3, 5, 5, 3. Let's do a 4 here, just to differentiate that. Okay. Okay. 2, 6, 2, 3, 4. 2, 6, 2, 3, 4. 6, 5, 3, 4. Okay. 3, 5, 6, 3, 3. 3, 5, 6. 3, 3, 4, 5. 3, 3, 4, 5, I think? Yeah. 5, 6, 4, 2. 5, 6, 4, 2, 6, 2, 5, 5, 2. 6, 2, 5, 5, 2. 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. Yeah. Five, 2, 4. Hello, spider. Can you climb up walls yet? Is that a thing? I don't want to risk it. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Oh. Can you climb up walls? No, you're gonna keep getting stuck. Like a nerd. Skill issue. Couldn't do anything. He was trapped. Haha. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. 4, 3, 2, 2. 4, 6, 5, 6, 3. 'Kay, we've just about made it all the way around. Two, 4, 5, 5, 4. You're going through quite a few pickaxes breaking all this, but it will be worth it. Three, 4, 2, 5, 6. 'Kay. 5, 4, 4, 2, 6. 4, 4, 5, 6, 6. 4, 4, 5. We'll do like Yeah, this can be 6-6, that's fine. Okay. 2, 5, 6, 4, 6. Four, 4, 3. Here, we'll do 4, 3, 3. You can do 4, 4, 3, 3. It's fine. Yeah, 4, 4, 3, 3. It's probably almost daytime again. The time it took to go all the way around. 4, 5, 2, 6. Two, 2, 6, 2. Five, 2. Then we're gonna have to go all the way around again. Okay. Last two are 5, 6. I guess we'll do the inside of the towers whenever we're going, like, around the inside. Because we also need to do this on the interior of the arena, but we're not worrying about that right now. Okay. So now that that's done, now we just have to start filling all this back in. So that way, everywhere on the arena has the mossy cobble transitioning. I think that'll look quite nice. Just that little bit of detail. It'll look better than just mossy cobble, 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 stone. Good. Oh. Oops. The placing always goes by a lot quicker, which is nice. So hopefully this will be done in time for me to see it during the daytime. I think, yeah, sun is starting to rise. There's that little tiny smidgen of pink on the horizon. So I should be done during the day, so we can have a nice clear look at exactly how this is supposed to be. I think after that I'll go up to the final level of it, or I guess the next rung of obsidian and put torches up there. I think that's the next big step that needs to happen. Ow. Oh my goodness, come on. Up we go. Wasting precious night time. Cannot speak today. Come on now. You got a mouth, use it. You got a mouth. Use it. Come on. That's what the mouth is for. It's its whole thing. It's its whole job. You wouldn't deny a mouth its only job, would you? Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be the transitional period, so light's gonna be all silly for a little bit, but I don't think that affects me because I'm just placing, not breaking. So yeah, there's not gonna be anything left behind without a light value. Good. Just about halfway through. No! Wrong. Beep. Loud incorrect buzzer. Bzzz. That's the sound. Yeah, we'll easily be done with this before the next nighttime. Good. Oh yeah, and then once we get over to the other side, I can just break the cobblestone that's there. Perfect. This works out lovely. Or I can fall off again. I have keybinds. Use them. Use the binds. I need to break that single block of cobblestone down there before it drives me mad. Gotcha. You can't hide. You goober. Okay. Okay, and then I think I just need to do over here. Okay, yeah, it's this corner, that's all that's left. I think. Pretty sure. Maybe the tower as well. So I guess the question is, what are we going to put on the front of the arena, right? On the side, or no. In the middle we put that little star, which I like. It looks like it's lighting up the place. But that is, I don't know. I don't know if that would look good on the front. And I also don't know if I want to have the same thing in both spots. That feels like a missed opportunity. Right? One idea is like putting a lucky block on the front because of what it's going to be used for, but also that only really makes sense in the context of using it for that, and not as like a standalone part of my world. Because this is also that, right? Like it's both. Okay. Regardless, we've gotten the outside mossy cobblestone finished. So, break all this down, save the game, and then let's see what it looks like. Save that. Okay. Because I imagine, yeah, that looks a lot nicer. It's a small detail, but I think it adds a lot. Okay. So I guess that just leaves, I need to put torches on the top rung. Also, I'm realizing now that I missed a single block there. So I do need to put mossy cobble there. I'll go to that next rung, put its torches down. And then I think I should extend the top obsidian rung. I think that would be the best. Okay. So yeah, let's go up here. And then up to this one. And we'll do the torch placement up here. Okay. Back around this way. Yeah, I did not think I was going to make that. I thought I was about to drop right down. Like a rock. Okay. I don't think this will really stop anything from spawning up here, but it will make it easier to see. Which is personally fine by me. That's all I really care about. Okay. I should have been breaking the things as I went through. Okay, now I have to go do that. There goes my ankles. They're gone. My ankles are no more. Okay. Yeah, climb back up to the top of this. Not to the top, but... Here, we'll keep all the pillaring over in the same spot so that it'll be easy to break in the end. Okay. Oh my gosh. Or I'm just gonna fall off repeatedly. Here, we'll do it like this. Okay, that works. Circling back around again. Once more, doing laps. Getting our walking in. Yeah. Okay, don't fall. And then I don't think I want to have the cobblestone transition into the stone. I think that being like a contrast is nice. At least that's what I was going for when I put it there, so I think that makes the most sense. It's a sheep down there? Yeah, it's a sheep. That one. Loop back around to the music. Fun. I don't think that skeleton can reach me. I think I'm out of range. Okay. Good. All the supports are broken, going on mute. Alright, and back. I've dropped 2% of my frames. Don't like that. Okay. Let's go ahead, go up to the top, extend that bit of obsidian. Yeah, I can clean my inventory up a little bit. And by clean it up, I mean get rid of some of this excess cobble. And then, yeah, what we're gonna do is we will extend this. Ow. My bones. Okay. There goes every ankle in my body. Okay, yeah, that'd be why. Okay, I need to be a little bit careful about how I do this. I mean, realistically, the only thing I need to remember is that there's no space to jump, which is a very important thing to remember, to be fair, but Something I need to remember nonetheless. Let's save the game while we're up here, just to be safe. No! I misplaced a single obsidian block. This is a crime punishable by death. Or at least 20 seconds of cleaning it up. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. There we go. Okay. Carrying on. I can go back there. Alright, once like the direction changes, then I can go ahead and stop placing torches. Here. This area is going to be incredibly scuffed. See, Pocopia has spoiled me, because I'm used to, like, if I was doing this in Pocopia, I would just be flying around. Just be Magnemite mode. But this is not Pocopia, and I do not have god powers. I do not have in-game creative mode. Not in... what's the word? Oh no. Pocopia is so funny to me because you do basically just unlock creative mode to play as passively. Which I kind of love. Okay. Good. Made it like a quarter of the way through. Love to see it. Gonna have to circle around once more to break all this mossy cobble. I did not mean to place that there. Get out of here. There we go. There we go. This is not where I wanted to place that either. Good. I have to keep these bridges intact for now to get to all the other ones. Like, I can only really get away with breaking them at the very end. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it can't be helped. Okay. I need to break that obsidian because I placed it in the wrong spot. I think I may have messed up breaking it too. Not too sure. Woe, 20 seconds of mining obsidian be upon ye. No! It's just how it is. Okay. You... Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp. Can't see anything. Who needs eyes? Overrated, I say. No! There we go. My diamond pickaxe is not looking great. I'm gonna need to go mine more diamonds for it. For getting a new one, because I don't want to break my first pickaxe. The goal is to eventually put mending on it. Big eventually, but I do want these tools to last. Because I think that'd just be very fun, having my, like, first set of armor be the one I eventually end up using. I just gotta keep it alive until then. First set of armor, first set of tools. Oh, who ping? Who ping? Who go? What? Why is someone pinging everyone with a Kanye West video? Brother. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, I need one more. Okay. Made it halfway. We're schmoovin', chat. We're schmoovin'. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. All the way across. Okay. No! It happened again. How many obsidians do I have to go through before I've learned my lesson? Before I learn my lesson? I don't know. Clearly a big number. 'Cause this pickaxe is showing that pretty clearly. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, torch there. just about made it around here. And then I think the front has already been torched, or at least a segment of it. So we're nearing the end. Nearing the end of the second to final lap around the arena. Because I still need to break all the mossy cobble pathing. Mossy cobble scaffolding, I mean. No! Can't even go around it. Can't even go around it. I have to break it. It's the only way. Only way forward. Thank you for your piece of pity, Cobble. Can't believe this. This tomfoolery. Shenanigans beget shenanigans. How do you get beta versions of MC? So, for versions that aren't on, like, the launcher, right? What's it? For versions that aren't on the launcher, you need to do... There's a thing called Omni Archive, right? And they've, like, archived a bunch of lost versions of the game. Since the launcher does not have every single version of Minecraft. Pretty sadly. So Omni Archive lets you get those archived versions of the game. Or you can use, what I do is I use Betacraft, which like pulls those versions from the launcher. Yeah, Lego just linked it. Or pulls those versions from Omni Archive. So it's a launcher with all of them built in, which is very nice. Sorry, I was like not expecting someone to come in asking questions. I've just kind of been like half zoned out working on this. I was not prepared. You can also find the jars on the wiki? No, yeah. Okay, almost made it. This is like my survival world where I'm going through every single version of the game that has survival. Slight asterisk on it from the fact of I say going through as if that's something like I'm actively doing at the moment and not just like waiting on the final version of ImDev for over a year now. I will eventually update. I do plan on it. It's just I'm waiting for a couple of things. So once those things happen, I'll update. But for the time being and the foreseeable future, I am going to be on InDev. Recently, I found the seed of my world so that I can use the original world seed whenever I... Ow. Whenever I update to InfDev, which is fun. That was something I'm very happy about. Because it's, to my knowledge, the first time a Minecraft Classic seed has been reversed. Lego in here helped a metric ton. It would not have been possible if not for her and Netta. Let's see here. Okay. I've gotten all the way around. Time to start a world on the Wander Seed, but backwards. I loaded up like a current release version. Oh, I managed to make that jump. I loaded a current release version with the seed, and like honestly, it felt nice. It's just like a little plains biome with a couple of hills and some water, and it's like, you know what? That's fitting. fitting that the seed found on classic version would be like the closest you're gonna get to classic terrain in modern Minecraft. I'm curious about like other versions though. Like I need to test the seed on all the major terrain changes. Namely because I'm curious of like what my biome will end up being there. Because also, like, eventually the game saves biome to where you're at, if I remember correctly. Like, it saves the biome to the chunk. But for a while, it's just seed dependent, so the biome that we're in is going to change repeatedly, I want to say. Until, like, eventually it saves to the chunk, and then it's like, well, okay, there you go. Now you have your biome. So I'm going to say for a good while it just pulls straight from the seed. So like it's location based rather than save file based. Which is kind of fun. Okay, yeah. So is Betacraft trustable? Yeah. Betacraft is what I'm using like right now. All the Betacraft launcher is like it does two things, right? It's pulling its versions from OmniArchive. I want to say up to release 1.5.2. Because after that point, I think most things are on the launcher. So it's pulling its versions from OmniArchive instead of like the official Mojang servers. And then it's like applying a proxy that fixes the sound and skins. Because I want to say pre-release 1.8, loading up versions before release 1.8, I think. There's some cutoff version, I just don't remember the exact one. Does not load the skins or the sound. Because like the link that it would use to grab those has changed. So Betacraft kind of like uses its own thing, so you can get the actual experience and not just be muted. You got it and you're playing InfDev now? Nice. Have fun with that. It's always nice having people play the old versions. I think it's really fun. There's a certain charm to it. There's people who will, like, debate round and round in circles. You don't need to use the launcher to use the proxy. No, yeah, also, like, so the sound and skin fixes, they can be used through, like, the vanilla launcher. There's ways to load those versions into the vanilla launcher, it just requires a little bit more work. There's people who will, like, argue back and forth whether old Minecraft or new Minecraft is better. I just like Minecraft. I enjoy block game. 'Tis fun. 'Tis fun blocks. So it's nice getting to, like, experience the history of it. Okay. So that should be the main structure of the arena done. We'll save the game real quick. Check the ping. Okay. Alright, let's get a look at this. Old Minecraft feels eerie, but in a good way. No, yeah. I can agree with that. Look at that. Ain't that something? Dude. Okay. So the outside is looking lovely. The outside of the arena is looking just swell. The question is, we're thinking of putting something above the entrance, like some sort of sigil or something. So the question is, what do we put? Right? That's the question. So, options I'm thinking of, we could just leave it blank too. Like, it doesn't look bad. It does not at all look bad like this. But, another thing that we could do is if I pull up, let's see, battle minigame. The Minecraft battle minigame has like a little icon. So if I switch this to here, we could like rebuild this icon onto the arena. We could have that be like the sigil there. We could do, I don't know how I feel about this one, but we could do like a lucky block because of what I'll eventually be using this for. The problem is that in the context of my survival world, it wouldn't make sense, right? Which this does kind of need to like work in survival world as a build. And I think having the lucky block plastered on there, it also just feels a bit cliche, you know? Looks kind of small to you. Are you sure? Also, what do you think of the lit furnaces in the ground? It also probably feels a lot bigger when you're not able to sprint. Oh, the logo? Oh, I thought you meant the arena. My bad. Sorry. Here, I zoomed in a bit. It's just the image, like the raw PNG file. So. It's the one who can judge. Also, yeah, I do need to switch OBS back to Minecraft. My bad. I think I'm leaning towards either this. Seems kind of small. Here. As in, like, for something to go on the arena? Because if each one of the... Oh, you're trolling me. I thought you were giving like legitimate, you know, legitimate input. My bad. My bad for assuming the best of you. Okay. Here. What do you think of the inside of this so far too? I need to like do the walls of it on the inside. But like the slabs going to iron, going to slabs, going to iron, separated with the lit furnaces is kind of cool. It looks like the star is like shining light throughout the arena. And the front side. I'm just debating, like, do I even want to have anything on here? Looks like it's missing Godzilla versus Sword of Ultimate Darkness Enchanted. You're so right. We'll fix that eventually. Here. Judge, can you keep my chat entertained? From my chat? I need to go use the restroom. Can you, like, start juggling? Alright, I'll leave Judge to start juggling. I'll be right back. Thank you for your juggling, chat. Wonderful work, as always. Okay. The final possibility is, like, I just don't want anything on the front. Like, this could genuinely just be fine as is. Do I need to overdo it? Like, I am leaning towards nothing on the front of it, and I just say I've finished the outside. I think that's where my head's at. Which would then mean, as far as, like, outside stuff for the arena goes, I just need to do, like, the market stalls in front of it. And then the inside, I still need to, like, do the benches and the wall transition. Let's climb up to the top of it, get a good look at everything. Why is everyone in YouTube saying that Beta 1.7.3 is the best version? Beta 1.7.3 is basically, like, the end... Not the end of, like, any one era, but it's just before the start of, like, the modern era, basically. Because Beta 1.8... That was a loud noise. Beta 1.8 was the first half to the Adventure update, which the Adventure update was 1.0. So Beta 1.8 was, like, first half of some big update, and then Beta 1.9, which was supposed to be the second half, became 1.0, which is when, like, villages, the end, a bunch of stuff like that all got added. Potions, enchanting. It wasn't, like, the last update in beta, but one could argue that, like, Beta 1.8 was essentially, like, modern 0.0 as opposed to 1.0. Yeah, a lot of old schoolers don't like the hunger stuff. The terrain generation was also something that people weren't a fan of. Okay. I don't know. I don't have strong feelings on Beta 1.7.2. Like, as someone who started with modern Minecraft, it's just like another version to me. But for people who've been around since then, it's definitely something. Okay. How do I want to do, like, the inner part of the battlements? Because, like, this is obviously going to be the floor. So I guess I, like, raise this up. Like, raise this up. And then the inner part of it... Well... Or do I do it on top of the obsidian? I like the Better Than Adventure mod, and this version is nostalgic, but I don't mind the Adventure update. That's where I'm at. It's like, I'm used to the Adventure update being a thing. It'd feel weird to me if it wasn't. Here, we'll do it along these. So that way it can, like, fill the inner part of this with obsidian, like I have been. going on mute. Alright, I'm back. Was the Redstone update, if you recall correctly? Okay. Probably when, like, pistons and whatnot were added or something. Not sure. Well, no, I feel like pistons got added before. What came in, like, because I know there is, like, a Redstone update. Was that, like, repeaters and stuff? Because Redstone got added way back in InfDev. Like, Redstone is a basic concept, but I feel like pistons got added in alpha with slimes. I'm pretty sure. I think slimes were alpha. Okay, I'm checking this. Haven't spent a lot of time in 1.6 to 1.11. Hold up. Went from 1.5 to 1.12. Here, when were slimes added? Slimes were added in alpha. Okay. So yeah, pistons I'm pretty sure were added alongside slimes. Redstone update. Java Edition 1.5. The comparator, hopper, dropper, daylight sensor, trapped chest, weighted pressure plates, and block of redstone. Okay. That makes sense. Just a bunch of, like, components to make things easier. The hopper would have also been huge. Hello, JCE Goat. Or, I'll just say Goat. Welcome, Goat. Welcome, welcome. I am currently working on my arena. How fares ye? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Who ping? Who go? Durgo stream. Love to see it. Okay. Yeah, so we'll have this match like the height of this little wall, as sort of a fence, and then just allow the player to walk all the way through here. I'm looking forward to the Redstone update. I'd like to make cool things in here with Redstone. It'll be nice getting to, like, toy a bit with the more mechanical parts of the game. Do 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 do. Thank you, YouTube chat, for not loading this guy's messages. I am so sorry, Goat. Hello. Hello, New. Why are you making an arena? Because I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be fun, and I have like some plans for videos that will require an arena. So I figured I would build it in my survival world. Yeah, sometimes YouTube chat on mobile just kind of stops showing new messages, and then I look like a goober because I'm not reading the messages that aren't showing up on my screen. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it hates me. But it does. But it does. But yeah, I have some plans, so I figured it'd be fun to build the arena on my survival world for two reasons. One, it's just like a nice place to have it, right? If I'm gonna be making a massive build, I may as well do it here. But also, for the plans, it's the kind of thing where like I'd be doing it on a bunch of different versions. So obviously having the arena built on like a really old version of the game means that I can get away with like just updating it to wherever it needs to be, right? So say I want to do the silly idea on beta 1.8, well, there I go. I just update it to them. I'm on InDev. There's not really any like boss mob mods I'd be using on Classic, so I don't need to downgrade. This is InDev 2010-0223. So it's the latest version of Minecraft InDev, before it updated to InfDev for Infinite World Generation. I have been on this version for like over a year. Close to 2 years now. This is technically a world where I'm updating through like every version of the game that has survival mode. But I'm waiting for a couple of things before I update to InfDev, so it's gonna be a little bit. Gonna be a little bit. You'll make a boss mob mod for Classic? Why do you hate me? Your beta version keeps crashing? Oh. Sorry, I don't know enough about the specifics of it to like help you there. You might want to check in like the Omni Archive Discord. They might be a bit more suited to help with that. Save game. Me when I have to manually save my game because autosave isn't a thing and there's no respawning. So if I die, womp womp. Okay. Here. Around the edges of the tower, we'll do that. So that way... Okay. I'm not sure what my reasoning is for it. I just think it'll look better. I mean, yeah, that's good enough reasoning. You have the wall going all the way around it out of stone, instead of like a weird line of obsidian in there. I think that only makes sense. Okay, so we'll go all the way around. And then next up, it'll be filling in this in-between area with... Filling it in with some... I'm like blanking right now. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Filling it in with obsidian, keep the walls reinforced, and then carry on from there. You just started playing last year and you've never seen this before? No, yeah, that's not surprising. It's not as if, like, old Minecraft is a super duper active, like, front of YouTube community. And even amongst people that, like, play older versions of the game, usually they're playing beta 1.7.3. Or maybe it's like, there's an alpha version that's the last one with the bright grass. I think that's the other one I see played a good bit. I'm not usually seeing people mess around with Indev, which, to be fair, Indev is also the only like era of the game that does not have any of its versions in the official Minecraft launcher. So the only way to play Indev is through archived versions, which is kind of a neat little tidbit. I don't know why it's like entirely absent from the launcher, considering the fact that like this is where the game became how it is. Like a bunch of just those core essential survival features. This is when you got crafting and furnaces and farming. You can cut down trees and make planks. Like those weren't always things. Those weren't things in Classic. This is when the game started to like come into its own, I think. But it's just not available on the launcher. Womp womp. And so 2.2.3 is kind of like the definitive edition of Indev, because it's... Obviously, it's got the most features. It's got all that stuff already. And it's like the final version where if you're wanting to play Java with a limited world, this is the best version to do it on. Because it still plays like current Minecraft as much as it can. There's no hunger or anything, so... Obviously, there's a lot of differences that come with the game having been out for so long. But it's neat. This is like the one version I'm really surprised that just is not on the launcher. I don't know why. Don't fall into the giant tower pit. How long have I been playing? So I've been playing Minecraft in general since like... I'd say whenever the equivalent of like release 1.8 was for console edition, if I'm remembering right. I believe that's when I started playing. I have like this core memory as a child of like hearing that polar bears were coming to the game. That's a good shout, actually. That's a good shout, Lego. But yeah, like, I explicitly remember as a kid waiting for polar bears to come to the console version of the game. Because it was like, oh, Java Edition updates are coming out before console. That makes sense, right? It's a separate company working on it. Is Lego a mod? Yeah. Lego is a great friend. But, what was it? What was it? Because the updates came out before console edition, I was like waiting every day for polar bears to come to the game. And one day, there was finally an update on the console edition. I was super excited. I was like, oh my goodness, we're going to get polar bears. And there were no polar bears. But there was minigames. So, the day like the battle minigame dropped, I spent hours playing that. That was my childhood. I need to do a battle minigame stream at some point. That'd be very fun. But that's like a core memory of mine as a kid. And that's also kind of how I remember, like, I started before that time, and I'm pretty sure, like, I remember Granite becoming a thing as of, like, whenever I was playing. Or I think it was a thing when I was playing, which that would have been 1.8. I didn't have Java Minecraft for the longest time until, like, a Pixelmon Reforged dev gave me an account bought off of one of those alt sites. Said account has now been lost to time. I stopped having access to it. Like, it stopped letting me in one day, and looking at NameMC, that username is no longer available. So I can only assume either the account got resold, or, and I'm more hopeful on this one, the person that had it got it back. Because if it came off of one of those alt sites, it was almost certainly stolen. So I hope whoever had that account to begin with got it back. But after that point, I was like in a position where I could get my own Minecraft account, so I did. And I've been playing ever since, so it's been for years. Playing Java ever since. I need to like figure out how I want to do torches on here. Because right now this is in the perfect position for a creeper to show up and blow up my things. All this hard work I've done. And I don't remember if obsidian and cobble, or obsidian and regular stone protect from creepers at this point. Regular stone protected from them in survival test, but this is not survival test. This is in dev. And considering TNT can blow up obsidian, I'm a little bit cautious. What mobs are there? So, as far as passive mobs go, there is pigs and sheep. And then for hostile mobs, there are skeletons, zombies, creepers, and spiders. So that's all the mobs. Welcome, gaming lad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic morning. How old are you? Crazy thing to do as your first message, mate. You're 4 years old. Crazy. Wild. Okay. Here. So, what's left to work on for this? The battlements are done. I can go ahead and look out over my world with it, which is perfect. Save the game real quick as well. I need to put torches up here, because I do not want this getting just blown to smithereens. I guess I'll have the torches be on the inner part. Message deleted by Lego. Why are there so many items? What do you mean? I don't have any items. Like, I am in debt 1,528 stone. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. That can go there. And then over to here. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. Unfortunately, the States. Okay. Over here. Do 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 do. Okay, so you're kind of being a little bit odd. Little stranger person. We're gonna go ahead and do that. This person's being strange. Okay. Have a wonderful night. Are there beds in this version? No. And there's also no respawning. So whenever I die, I have to like load the game, or I have to load the save back up. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm bonking up the torch placement. Hold up. Beds were added in beta 1.3, I believe. Would not shock me. I imagine they came pretty late. It's gonna be a pain in the butt during, like, that kind of in-between state of, like, the world being infinite and respawning being a thing, but not having beds. Yeah, beta 1.3. Nightmares teleport hostiles to you? Yeah, you have to, like, bunker down your bed. You have to, like, do a whole bunch of stuff to keep it safe. Because it will, like, spawn 20 mobs anywhere that's valid for them. And then if it succeeds at all, they all get teleported to you. It's crazy. Insane. Okay. So with that, that's the top of this done. Now, I need to... They can even go through doors, I found out. Yeah, like, it works with some weird pathfinding stuff. Needs to find a path to you and then shank you in your sleep. Okay. So, this is set to be just along this bottom left corner. So then this one I'd want to start in the bottom right. And then I think I was doing like a tort. Can I climb out of here, please? Thank you. I want to get these stairs all set up, even if they're not going anywhere currently. Just for the sake of, like, it'll make me not have to worry about falling down to my death. Do you play new Minecraft? A little bit. It's not that I dislike it, it's that usually my main reason to play Minecraft is either I'm playing my survival world, or I'm playing modded Minecraft. So I don't usually play, like, vanilla. Oh, going on mute. I'm back. Okay. Just stuff comes up every now and then, Goat. I'm not the only person living in this house, so sometimes I have to go ahead and help with things. Drop what I'm doing. It took less time than I expected, so we're good. On occasion, I've had, like, end my stream, because otherwise, like, I'd have to be going out of the house for something, for example. So it can be a little bit silly at times. Leave it like that for now. Okay. None of these are going to lead anywhere except for the one in the very front for the time being. This is really just so I'm not, like, falling into a death pit. The sole reasoning behind me getting this out of the way. Because personally, I enjoy not falling to my death repeatedly. Okay. Misplace every torch. Why don't I? That goes there. Yeah. Good. Okay, this spot turned out funky. It's fine. I can, like, fix them up to be perfect later, but for the time being, that's not really a concern. They're not going anywhere. Over to this one. Don't fall. Don't fall into the pit. Into the pit. It's where I'm falling, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not going to be going down any of these for any reason anytime soon. Okay. Yeah, I guess I messed up the placement or something on the other staircase. I don't know why that one went down fine, but the other one had, like, a smaller gap. Weird. Strange. Peculiar, even. In here, I don't actually need to replace the bottom of those because they're all going to get broken anyway when I eventually do the underneath part of the arena. Like, for the time being, all I need is the arena itself, but the bottom of it can be messed with later. See, some of these just, like, feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, 1, 2, 3. I messed something up on this one. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, is I'm actually going to just not fall into these holes. Because this is confusing me, because I'm doing something wrong. Okay. Easy. We just walk around the giant holes, and if we fall in, skill issue. Okay. So I guess next up would be figuring out how I want to do the seating on the inside. Yeah, I'm messing up all the staircases. I've only gotten one right, and it's supposed to be like that. Understood. Understood. Okay. So I need to do the seating on the inside, and then I need to do the... Need to do the stalls in the front as well. And I need to do the walls on the inside too. I'm imagining the seating will be stone, right? We'll do something with stone over here, but as far as the inner part goes, I need to, like, do the whole random number thing again. Okay. Once more. Four, 6, 2, 6, 3, 3, 6. We'll start from here. 4, 6, 4, 6, 2, 6, 3, 3, 6. Okay. 2, 5, 3. Okay. 6, 4, 3, 6, 6. Four, 3, 5, 5, 3. Three, 5, 3, 6, 5. Okay. I'm gonna regenerate because those look very silly. 5, 4, 4, 5, 3. Three, 2, 5, 2, 4. Okay. 6, 2, 2, 6, 5. 6, 4, 2, 6, 4. Okay. 2, 2, 5, 6, 2. 5, 2, 2, 5, 5. No. I wonder if any hostiles are gonna spawn, like, on top of here. A little bit worried about that. While I'm building up the benches. That's just barely random at all. Okay. 5, 4, 6, 5, 3. Where's this last one? This one side. 4, 6, 5, 3. 5, 4, 2, 6, 6. 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. 4, 6, 3, 4, 3. 4, 3. 2, 2335. Six five four six three. Six five two six three. Just about halfway through. 45335. Okay. 24625. Two five five six. Four five three six. 23665. 35634. Five two five three three. 32242. 445. 66335. See, this is reminding me part of the reason why I put torches everywhere. It wasn't just to stop the mobs from spawning, but it's also because it's like so dark, right? It's so dark and there's no sleeping to skip the night. So it's like the only way to build at night reasonably is if everything is lit up. It's the only way it's gonna happen. 4, 3, 4, 5, 3. Okay, gotta find my way back up now. Oops. No! Dang it. Gotta be a little bit more careful about doing this. Okay. Five, 3. Okay. About a quarter of the way left. 6, 4, 4, 5, 2. Four, 6, 5, 3, 6. Good. Four, 2, 3, 4, 5. Four, 6, 2, 3, 5. Okay. 5, 6, 5, 5. We'll just do one of those. 5, 6, 5. 2, 3, 3, 2. Four, 3, 2, 4, 6. Three, 2, 2, 4, 2. 52546. Three, 353. Okay. Made it all the way around. Save game. Big stretch. Okay. Okay, back to Mossy Cobble. There we go. The lighting has come back. Once I get done with this, I'm really gonna need to give how I want to go about the benches a good thought. Ow. 'Cause, I mean, this is doing what I'm wanting it to. Like, it transitions nicely into the cobblestone now. It'll just be a matter of the benches. Because that's the last, like, big interior thing this needs. Cannot place these right. April Fool's mod has 90 items currently, soon to be more as you haven't finished making the ores. Crazy. I feel like every year your April Fool's mods just get like more and more over the top, which is kind of great. Includes blocks? Mojang, hire this Gloober. You don't know how you're gonna top this? It just updates every April Fool's. Just becomes like this mod that gets a giant patch every year. This time last year I had ideas for this year. This year I don't have a clue what next year's theme is. Farming update, but like all the crops are like the different blocks. So you have to like farm for your blocks to build with. And there's like some way of getting the block seeds. It's like, excuse me while I go tend to my cobblestone farm. Waters the cobble plants. Also, you have to manually water your crops with a watering can. Phantasap April Fool's mod when? Maybe one day, trademark. Maybe one day I'll sit down and actually just dedicate a lot of my time to learning Java. That day is not today. That day is not tomorrow. It wasn't yesterday. Who knows what day it is, but one day maybe, potentially, probably, perchance. Probably going to be a flash fest for April Fools, 24 hours to make a mod for April Fool's Snapshot. I am, like, very curious what this April Fool's update's going to be. It's coming out Wednesday. I am unsure. I hope it's, like, not another game mode changing one. I hope it's another, like, fake content update. Like, the dungeon update thingy was cool. Are you free on your Tuesday? On my Tuesday, I almost certainly have work, but we'll see. I would be shocked if I don't work Tuesday. Also, that's done. Like, I would be incredibly surprised if I'm not working on Tuesday. Mind you, I don't know how long I'll work, but it's probably like a opening to evening shift. It's like a longer end one, if it's anything like the last weeks have been. Okay. Let me, like, pull up a picture and see if I can't get an idea of this. Bleachers is the word I'm looking for. Alright, what's that timestamp for, MC Lego Taylor? That is a... I sent time that I'm playing this in DMs. I am probably going to be at work. But Wednesdays I have been getting out pretty early the last 2 weeks, so we'll see. We shall see. So I'm thinking of, like, bringing the stone in, like, a few blocks, right? And then, like, having it do bleachers upwards. Something like that. Not too sure. Yeah, otherwise I'd be very down to hang out. Guess you'll have to solo it sometime. I'll do a stream on it. Don't let me forget to. There's also the question of, do I even, like, do these bleachers? Because this might be a little bit tricky to pull off the way I'm wanting. But I'm thinking of, like, having this sort of, like, curl in, right? Welcome back, Arlo. How fares? I'm thinking of having it, like, kind of curl in. Have a block here for, like, you know, the fence, so you can't just, you know, fall into the arena and die. But how does this look like from the bottom? Not quite what I'm going for. I think if the fence is like, why are you building an arena? So basically, right, I'm wanting to do my own take on, if you've watched the popular MMOs YouTube channel before, I want to do my own take on their Lucky Block challenge games. And so I need an arena for that, because I'm not just going to use their map. I want it to be my own thing, you know, have my own spin on it. And so if I'm going to be building a giant arena that needs to, like, be on an old version so that I can update it to whenever, I may as well build it on my survival world that's in an old version that I can update to whatever. I think that makes sense, right? Oh, I can use slabs for this. I forgot that we have slabs. Or I can do it like this. Like, trying to figure out how I want to do the seating of this. You have 3 days to make 3 structures, relatively small, and 2 are basically the same. A couple of ore blocks already did the items, and check loot tables and recipes aren't missing. Think you'll be able to pull it all off? Is that like something you're actively working on right now with this in the background? Okay, how does this look? Okay, so I think the bleachers being made of stone is fine, but A, I want those to be higher. I don't want there to be a layer of this down here. And then B, I'm gonna, like, trim it with obsidian so it looks good. Because if it's down here, it feels a bit too limiting to my space. It, like, doesn't feel open enough. So I want it to be up there. Okay. So let's go ahead and tear this down. This has been the part that, like, I didn't know how I would do it this entire time. But I think I have the idea of it down. Okay. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for not showing my chat messages. Okay, how do you smelt stuff in InDev? There is a... like, the furnace is a thing now. Early in InDev, you smelted stuff by throwing it into lava. But there is a furnace by this version. Let's see. Should be able to get everything in time. There's some stuff that was cut, but you want to make an update in the future. You can't find the 64-bit Java beta upload thing. I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what that means. Depends on the version for smelting. Yeah, so you could toss stuff into lava early on, like when smelting was first added. But then they changed it to be the furnace. Love watching those come in and out of rendering. Okay. Then also, instead of doing it how I was, where I was going out like 3 blocks total, I want to do it like just the 2. Zap, do you prefer furnace or lava? I feel like lava is cool in concept, and I wouldn't hate it if, like... Okay, so... if you need to install Java, like the programming language, so Minecraft that runs on Java can run. Have you not played Minecraft Java before? Like, you should have. You should have that. I mean, I guess, like, it can run by default with, like, the 32-bit stuff, but it wants the proper version for your system. Oh, but on the furnace thing, furnaces are endlessly more convenient. It's nice having something you can just... I mean, I guess to be fair, the lava is instant. No, Java is some random programming site. Oracle is the site that hosts Java. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Minecraft is made with Java. Yeah. It might be smart for you to, like, look up a tutorial on installing Minecraft for the first time. Like, if you install just regular default vanilla Java Minecraft, you'll have that out of the way. Okay, yeah. This works a lot better. That's where I want the benches to be. Welcome, Glue. Glue, we found the Minecraft seed. We found the world seed. Wander is real. You saw it on Discord? Wahoo! Very possibly the first time a classic Minecraft seed has ever been reversed. Which I am extremely pleased that we have that, like, what's the word? That accomplishment to our names. Right, now to the second time. Shout out to Netta. Yeah, without Lego and Netta, it would not have been possible whatsoever. Netta came in extremely clutch. Because me and Lego both forgot that that was a thing we were working on. And then Netta was just like, hey, by the way, we're gonna have it very soon. I'm like straining my eyes trying to see the screen at night. Okay. Start putting torches along these ends. Just so I'm able to see again. Looks like it's the daytime transition though, so it's gonna be a little bit. Good. Okay, should be good. Then onto this side. Oh look, I can see again. My eyes work. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like bring this out those 2 blocks before working on the like the rim of it. So that way I'm not having to like place quite as many blocks and take as much time. Did you see that Reddit post where someone connected every Minecraft version to one server? What? I mean, I'm thinking of like, what was it? Solo made some Minecraft, like... I'm trying to think of the context. Solo made a server where you could connect to... It was Multiverse. Minecraft Multiverse is what it was called. Where you could connect to most versions like through that server, and like your inventory would stay. Technically, like the world was different on every one of them, but the seed was the same. Is that what you're talking about, or? Is it something entirely different and someone like had every multiplayer compatible version connecting to the same world at once? No, it's a week ago and they're all connecting to the same world? That's crazy. That's insane. That sounds awesome. Someone else can make Blossom compatible whenever you release that. True! Spore Blossom 2026 real. I hope. If not, another year of in-dev chat. Let's keep going. Give it up for year 3. I will wait as long as it takes. I can send you the link if you want, but it would have to be on Discord. Yeah, go for it. You can drop in the server. My arms are like stiff all of a sudden. One sec. Standing up, stretch break. Alright, I'm back. In-dev to 2126? Crazy. Starting from the cobblestone era. Crazy. The fact that they coded multiplayer... Wait, yeah, they coded multiplayer into pre-classic. Wild. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Okay. That sheep, I don't know how it's alive. I don't know how that sheep is alive, but it is. It is. It lived. That was a lag spike. Okay. No. I'm getting like thrown off every time by not having my mouse keybinds. I know LEGO updated the keybind mod, so I can have them. I just need to like put them on. Need to upload the thing to here. Sheep has entered the arena. Will Sheep become the champion or perish in glorious combat? Oh, it's dodging. Or my arrows just don't reach quite far enough. You asked for it. On guard. I have won. The enemy has been vanquished. I am the champion of this arena. No walking pillow is gonna stop that. I mean, honestly, I could even have these be on that middle layer, because this is just a lot less intrusive doing it like this. So I could also have a row. You bet money on the sheep, pay up. Pay up. You did this to yourself. You should have known better. Okay. All that effort to get back up here because I had to stab a single sheep. These are the consequences of my actions. That's what it takes to prove I'm the strongest in the arena. Okay. Over here. Yeah. Okay, good. The light's back. I can see again. Always a good thing, being able to use my eyes. I paid for the whole eyes. I want to use the whole eyes. That's how it works. I didn't realize over there was already good. Okay. So that is just all across here done. So next up then would be to do, I want to have slabs so you can like sit down and actively watch the fight. The question is like, where do I want to put those? Do we even want to have slabs? Because like, if you're sitting down on a slab, you're not going to be able to see the inside of the arena. You kind of have to get up on here and watch it. You kind of have to like get in position for it. So honestly, I think what I do instead is like go ahead and have more of these little rims to watch from up here and then down there. So like 3 levels of it basically to match the 3 walls. Oh, I left one. Here. Deal with that right now. No. Come on. There we go. This area is going to be a little bit more awkward compared to the one all the way down there. Just due to it being like, it's kind of fighting the battlements. But that's fine. I think that's how it would work out. Ah! My bones. Chat, I drank the bone hurting juice. What do I do? Juice that makes my bones hurt. You hear voices? I'm not the only person that lives in this house. That's why I have to like run off every now and then to help out with things. They're being very loud, I'll say, but can't be helped. I'm sure I'm loud a lot of the time too, so. Okay. I wonder like how audible the conversation is in the background. Because I can see it getting picked up by OBS, but it's like very, very light. So it should be fine. But maybe when I'm talking, like, it makes it more hearable. You still hear the stream, though? Then you're not getting it from my stream. Then you're getting it from either another tab open, or you need to go see a doctor. But those voices aren't mine. I need to like have a way to get up to these. I mean, I guess that's what the little towers were for in the first place. So I'll just have to like connect them to the bleachers. That shouldn't be too hard. Playing. There we go. Welcome back, C418. Dude. This ain't looking bad. This is not looking half bad at all. Once I get all the bleachers done, I'll figure out how I want to do the... What's it? How I want to connect them to the towers. I'll probably just only connect the current one I have for now. Just because I don't want to figure out the other towers right this second. Some of these torches placed down. Maybe I should have used like slabs or something. I could have like a slab to stand on right here to give me a better view. I'm not sure how I want to do it. Okay. There we go. I was confusing myself. It's what I do. It's my whole thing. It's my brand. If I'm not confusing myself, am I even Phantasap? I don't think so. I don't think so. That was a little bit scuffed. This is exactly why we're building railing. Blah, building the railing. That's what we're doing. We need the railing. It's very important, or else I will fall off. Repeatedly. Repeatedly. There's no auto jump to mess us up, so if we fall into the arena, it's entirely on us. It's just how it goes. Okay. I hear that sheep. It wants to fight. It yearns for combat. Combat it cannot have. Okay. So that'll be the very top watching area done. Get torches everywhere and then save the game. And then we'll do the bottom watching area. Okay. Save file. Yeah, honestly, this works quite nicely, because I was wondering, like, how I was going to kind of differentiate the levels of this inside of the arena. And honestly, the stone, it both, like, matches the top quite nicely. So it's not like the stone comes out of nowhere at the very top of the arena. While it's also just splitting these areas up a bit better. Okay. So let's drop down here. And then like patch up these spots where you can see obsidian with pieces of stone. Let's not do that. That looks ugly. That just actively looks bad. Honestly, I'd rather just be able to see the obsidian, I think. You could also, like, have cobble pillar all the way up. Yeah, that works. That works good. Okay. Because now with the bleachers here, then that just means like you're not going to see that it doesn't quite line up with the circle, these extra pillars. How long have I been going for? 3.5 hours. Okay. Quite a few. Honestly, I might just finish up the arena this stream. Obviously, I still need to do the stalls and whatnot, but the market stalls. But that's less of the arena build itself and more of, like, add-ons to it, I guess. Clean, clean, clean. You gotta admit, that was clean. Okay. So now we just bring this all the way around for the final time. So that way every single one of these layers has its benches. And that should be the interior done. I guess maybe I want to figure out a way to like hide those top pillars up there. But I also could like lean into it, potentially. Like, I'm genuinely unsure. But anything involving placing obsidian, I need to be like certain of how I want to do it before I mess with that, so. Potentially I do something there, but I'm not sure. Really not sure. I just don't know if I want to leave them sitting there exposed. They don't look bad per se, but they look out of place compared to the other floors. So it's the only spot where you can see the tower coming through. So I guess the alternative would be I go ahead and break that obsidian. I hate having to do that, but break it and then replace it with cobblestone up there. So that way it like actually matches up right. But then you can't tell where the pillars are. Or where the towers are. I guess I need to account for the fact that those are going to be the way down back to like the exit and the way into the bleachers. So maybe I can like convert it into an entrance of sorts. Like use the obsidian as part of a little mini build to get onto the bleachers, potentially. We'll see. Oh, suddenly the lights are off. Suddenly my eyes don't work. Suddenly I cannot see. Ugh. Okay. In which case, time to continue with these. I can get away with, like, not doing these in real time whenever it's day. Because then, you know, I can, like, actually see what I'm doing. But outside of that, I kind of need that. Okay. Hmm. Since you're one of the few I've given spoilers for, would you like to see some texture? Sure. Sure, I'm down. Sorry, I'm like very locked in on doing this, considering that my eyes are not working. It's just so dark. So dark. I don't know if I can take it, sir. The darkness. It's too much for little old me. Okay. Good. I'll just continue working on this little rim. Waste as much of the nighttime as I can. Let's see what you sent. Whoa. Okay, wait, that looks sick. That looks really cool. What? Huh. I'd say more on them, but considering you, like, mentioned it as spoilers, I kinda don't think I should. Updated 2 of them to fit in more just now. Think it was worth it? No, yeah, like, they all look really good. I like that I haven't, like, quite made it all the way around with the just, like, starting floor of this since it became night. So I'm gonna be, like, mostly done except for that one little, like, quarter left. Be on guard. I heard a monster. I heard a monster. I'm gonna save my game real quick just in case. If that's a creeper, I do not want it blowing a hole in my obsidian wall. Okay. Looped all the way back around. Hello, Lagspike. Got a day transition going. Let's go. Love to see it. Okay. Floor now goes all the way across. Alright, I think that's all of those. So, quick save. Let's see how this feels from the inside, but... You... Gotcha. Thought you were sneaky, thought you were clever. That's looking not half bad. So people can watch up here from any of these little bleachers. See how the fight's going on downstairs. I like it. I'm just imagining having like villagers running around up there, right? Keeping an eye on things. Dude. Okay. That turned out well. See it from the front. I don't think we're putting anything on the front of it. I really don't think it needs anything. Especially given like that mossy cobblestone detailing. That just makes it a bit less plain. I think it came out wonderfully. Gonna take a couple of screenshots, but... Here, I'll wait for the... Which place in the world is depicted in the Wander thumbnail? Oh! Here, I can actually show that. Wander.jpg island. True! Here, hold up. Now that the day is fully transitioned, I think I can get the cleanest pictures. It almost has like a glow from the fog. I think that's the arena finished. At least the main building of it, right? We're gonna have an under area. We're gonna have market stalls. Neither of those are like the arena itself. So I think we're done. I think that's it. Wonderful. Okay, so next up, let's go ahead and walk on over to the pirate ship so I can show off the area in the thumbnail. Because, yeah, it's actually like a very particular area. It's the same place. Oh, wait, I don't even need to do that. Let me save the game real quick. I don't even need to walk over there because I'm now realizing it's the area that I show in the video, like the intro video. So it's that area. I currently have like the music from that muted. But yeah, this is the part of the world which I'll still walk over there just to show it off so you can see where it is. It's one of the islands from whenever I expanded the map to have diamonds. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the farm. I need to build something on top of here. I don't know what it'll be yet. Probably like a barn house. Such a cutesy little area. We have the cake. But yeah, it's that island over there. I actually like booted up an archive of the world from before the ship was there to get like the cleanest view. But yeah. Climb on top of the little shark. I don't know why like the nose hasn't had grass grow yet. It's kind of weird. You can like see that all the way in the distance. That's crazy. Like with the render distance at max. That feels very imposing. I love that. Dude. Just another mark on the skyline. Same with the Christmas tree and the flag. I like how he went through, oh, we survived the first night. Let's build a flag here to mark where we lived. Whoa, so cool. To the grand arena calls your name. Are you prepared to fight? Holy. I love the tall cactus. The tall cactus, but it's just leaves. Dude. Let's like see how it looks from the house, out of curiosity. Cause like, yeah, now it's peeking over. It's just visible from here now. Okay. Well, honestly, I think that's where we go ahead and end it for right now. You're not prepared to fight, can you go home? No. No. No ending. Okay, so I need to think real quick before I do end the stream. I guess the next thing we're gonna do is build the stalls. Because once I've built those market stalls, technically speaking, like, the map or the arena is good enough for what I want to do. So I'll need to, like, build those stalls, find 2 people to do, like, the first test run of this. Probably do that on a stream, just to, like, see how it plays out. And then go from there, honestly. Gets impaled by trident while crying and throw. Geez, that's a visual image. I'm sorry. I didn't even know tridents were a thing yet. That looks so cool. I am so happy with how this has turned out. Holy crap. Like, this is the first time I'm really taking a chance to stand back and look at it from a distance. Now that, like, the battlements are done. Dude. There's always, like, just that moment of admiration after you make something like this. Like, same with the ship. And just knowing that no matter where I am, I too would throw up if I saw it drowned in Indev. Just like now, no matter where I'm going on here, I can see this arena in the distance. It's kind of sick. Okay. Well, I guess I'll return to my little house, save the game, and get ready to end the stream, but this has been fun. I wasn't really expecting to just keep on going. It's always like after I start the stream, I have the energy to stream, right? It's never before. Never before you stream. Gotta start it first. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time.